Right, what's up? What's up, worldwide family? How are y'all doing today? Welcome back to the channel, man. Super, super cool. Appreciate y'all joining me. I am on my day off today, and we're about to get into it, man. I woke up. Oh, first, I had to listen to my body. Last night, yesterday, whatever you want to call it, yesterday evening, I got off of work and I was exhausted. I got about 10, well, first at lunch, if y'all remember, I had like, what was it, 2.5 hours sleep and like 3.5, 4 hours the night before that. It was getting rough. And I've been like that the majority of the week. Matter of fact, I was counting up the last week, and I probably had less than in between 15 to 20 hours sleep for the whole week. So I have the day off today, and at lunch, guys, after I finished my food and got all full, had that food coma kick in and started nodding off, man. And then on the way home, about 10 minutes before I got to the house, I started drifting. Now, I did go shopping, but it was one of those quick, like, just to make sure I don't want anything kind of shopping. Not let me see what I can find, but let me run through, and if nothing jumps out at me, I'm going home, Anyway, I got home and I crashed out till my wife and stepson, Jacob, got back, from their jobs. We ate. It was, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And then I turned around and went back to bed again till almost 9 o'clock. So I got, I don't know, to tell you the truth, I don't know the math, well over 12 hours sleep, 15 hours. Matter of fact, I started to kick myself in the butt when I woke up saying, man, you didn't get anything accomplished today. And that's just, I had to face reality. That's not the case. I have been moving and shaking for a week now on virtually no sleep, and I got caught up on that. So super huge. And I woke up. I had 8 packages heading out this morning, so I went ahead and knocked that out. Now I'm off to go see Dad. I did miss our normal lunch event. Normally I bring him lunch and anything else he needs, but he'll even wait on me a little bit to do lunch. But I told him last night, he called me while I was sleeping. I said, don't look for me at lunch. I'm just not going to be there. It'll be after that. I will see you tomorrow. I can't do lunch. I can't wake up to an alarm clock today. I've been doing it for weeks now, and I need my body to rest as much as it will. So he did that. He went ahead and had lunch there, and I'm heading that way now. We're gonna have dinner together, so that's super cool. I am on the hunt for some shirts for him at a decent price if I can. He doesn't just like me. I don't mind secondhand clothes, especially if I can get a deal on them. I'm not impressed with new. But I'll buy new too if I can't find what I'm looking for. So while I am shopping for everything else, I'll see if I can find him some shirts. And if not, then I'll head to Walmart and see what else I can find over there. I know I'd gotten him a really cool Nike extra large polo style golf shirt at Goodwill for like $5. But for the second week in a row, I've left it at home. So I know I can sell that one for an easy 25. But that wasn't the point. I mean, the point was to get Dad some shirts. So at any rate, if I can get it to him, great. If not, so be it. Let's see where I stand. The packages got out. I did get with that company yesterday. I meant to actually break free. I was ultimately, I guess, perspective is that I might have been a little rude, but I had to talk to him while I worked because I couldn't break free. Now, he said he would send me an onboarding packet. So far, I haven't done that. His percentage is acceptable to me. It will reduce my workload, and I consider it to be well worth the price. For y'all that don't know, I do have some marketplaces, and apparently he does Amazon as well, that allow for an outside agency to handle the return process as far as the seller support, the seller protection, things of that nature. And so I'm going to utilize his services rather than devote my time and efforts, my resource to that particular part of the business. I believe that it will be well worth it, and should it not be, I can always decide to take that process back. But I really hope that this works for me, advantageously, right? I want that to be something that I don't have to be concerned with when a product comes in. Basically, take a picture of it, send it to him. The paperwork I would do with them, but the back and forth with the company, they can put the polished look on it. They can, make sure all the boxes are checked to make sure that we eliminate any and all fraud as it comes back. Case in point, lady sent me back a very sellable pair of jeans yesterday. However, sorry guys, I'm going 100 miles an hour. I don't mind going 90, but 100 is just, egregious. No, I don't need that kind of speed ticket. But for some reason 90 seems okay. I don't know. But anyway, I normally don't do 100. I was doing 100, so I figured I'd back off. Now, long story short, where was I? Case in point, sent me a very, very sellable pair of pants. They, however, were and same style, but different color than what I had. Now, I totally get somebody buying one at the store and then finding another one online that they want and handling the return process at the same time. And maybe even on the ethical side, maybe it's the cashier that got the transaction incorrect. It's probably possible, but the result is, that I'm out the shipping both ways on that for a pair of pants that's not even mine. Like, that really Walmart would not have been out to return their stuff, right? I bought it in the store, returned it to the store, whatever. Now she's got the pair of pants, my pants, that she really wanted for that, but instead I'm out the shipping, plus I got to give her money back on a pair of pants that's not even mine. Now the seller support says that if you get back the wrong product, the marketplace will make it right. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, if I word it correctly. I've had it go both ways. So to let somebody else handle that stuff will be nice. Depending on how it goes, I may or may not name off their company to refer them to other people that quite possibly would like them to also take care of their stuff for them too. So for the resellers out there, there are services like that available should you feel the need or desire to have that done. In no way getting any money back from them, so at least not at this point. So I'm not going to mention any names, and if I am paid to endorse their company in any given way, I will make that transparent so you can make the decision on your own accord. Sometimes I do find, and on that note, I'll never recommend somebody that I'm not happy with. So I'm going to give their process a try, and if they're willing to pay me, I'll let y'all know, and if they're not, then maybe I'll let them know too. But it would be nice to put a link of theirs if they are a good service. in the bottom in the description. So time will tell on that. Did have a link available. It's not on the site yet. That Citibank actually sent me. No, excuse me, Capital One sent me. I've been using Capital One for almost a year now. They handle both my business and some business and some personal accounts. Been real happy with them. Again, no link is at the bottom, but there will be soon because I do believe in the service that they do provide. So on that note. Where are we at? So I did have that conversation with the refund people. Got that. I'll touch base with them soon if I don't get the onboarding packet. Hopefully, if I wasn't a big enough company, they would have let me know that during the conversation rather than just ghost me. But we'll see how that goes. No harm, no foul. I was about ready to cut the returns loose on that one anyway. So I'll touch base with them, see about that here in the next couple of days. Give them a chance to do their work. So, that being said, I did do some early shopping for my wife so far. I did pick her up something that I do think she's really going to like. And I am excited about the Christmas season, both from a business standpoint, but also from a personal standpoint. As far as the shopping process and stuff, not so much. Y'all know I do like to shop. But I do believe in the Christmas season for being more than a marketing ploy. So please hear me when I say that. So for y'all that are approaching Christmas, as we're coming into December, we're halfway there. 45 days roughly. I haven't done the math. 45 days roughly to Christmas. I'll start it now by saying Merry Christmas and God bless. What else we got? What else do we have? I have not hit the stores over in this area in at least a week. I do pull good stuff from this area, and there are some off-brand air conditioners over here. At least there were last week or the week before. Normally, what was it? $170 down to $75. They had like 15 units, and I wasn't quite ready to pull the trigger on them. However, if they've gone down any more, I do believe I'm going to pull the trigger on whatever units they're still holding on to. With the cold season here, it's good likelihood that either another reseller has bought them all up, which I don't think so, or more probable is that they're either equal to or the same value that they were. It may or may not be worth hitting the manager up, see if there's any wiggle room on the price if I take all the units there. I definitely have seen some comps on them from last year, although it's a new brand or an off brand that I don't recognize. There were sales there, and even if I don't, that was almost bad, guys. Even if I don't sell them all next year, with inflation and tangibles, it's always a good combination. And air conditioners in Texas is just kind of like money in the bank, whether or not you realize the gains this year or next year or the year after, provided that you have enough room to store. That those are not going to be a bad investment. They do take up a little bit of room, but that's why I say provided that you have enough room to store, because they are AC only, and I'm not going to be selling any within the next few months at least. But let it get 85, 90 degrees here on the way up to 100, 105, and those things will start flying. And I don't have to necessarily sell them all just in Texas, but it might very well be a Facebook flip too. So did sell on, did get a Mercari sale today, did get some eBay, did get some other marketplaces, so I am happy about those. It does take a village to support my shopping habit. No, but super cool. And I'll let you know how it goes on those ACs. Let you know how it goes. I also have a thrift store out here I hit. I have gone twice to what I believe to be, and I believe I see the barcodes, FBA returns or dead inventory. What do they call that? Where they send in inventory and stranded. There you go. I do believe it's a stranded inventory house. There's one in Sherman as well. I do believe it's the same company, but I haven't been to that one either. Like I say, I've been here twice. So far, I haven't found anything that I consider to be the quality that I want to put my name on. Oh, wow. That's nice. And it's just, it's community coffee through Lone Star. So, community coffee's good, Kane's coffee's good. I like both of those when I see them, gas station or not, decent coffee. It's not quite some of the others that I drink, but it's still good coffee. Anyways, where else? Oh, I did get a private mailbox set up for at least the next 6 months. As it turns out, on some of my marketplaces, they're making my home address public knowledge. Like, you know, on one you can click on my profile and it gives my cell phone number, which I don't care so much about, but it also gives my home address. And the last thing I need is, you know, some crazy somebody coming to my house, or somebody legitimately wanting to do business and knocking on my door. You know, that's not where I'm at. That's not the service that I offer. Now, provided on Facebook Marketplace, I am willing to meet people, but I don't have them come to my house. That's just a layer of separation that I like to keep intact. And when I seen that was public knowledge, I would rather, although, you know, there's probably no harm, no foul behind it, I would just rather not have my home address on the information. Now, that being said, I still do believe that my returns will get sent to the house, but most of them, that's a little different. I do believe that's a little different. And maybe I need to evaluate that too. But we're progressing, you know, at least on the actual site with the profile where you don't even have to buy anything to see my home address. That will soon be corrected. It's quite possible that that's what, by revising that information and on my Google account, which should be coming up for another review cycle, by revising that information, it's possible that might further assist the review on Google for the Google Merchant account, because it is a business address now. So rather than what looks like a residential address, I don't know that would flag anything, but you know, anything's possible, and I'm not sure exactly why I'm getting declined. But once I do see the review option available, I'm going to contract that out so I can get moving on that, because the Google free ads, even the marketing campaigns, are enticing. But I know through many sites that also have ad campaigns, which on some I run to a limited extent, they can get quite expensive. But I don't do cost to click, but I'm trying to get a point across. The free listings still get me a decent amount of business. So by having more free listings or more visibility, you know, I increase the size of my digital footprint. You know, that's better for me. Make sure I don't hit nobody in this store. It's the last thing. Last thing either of excuse me, need is for me to run over somebody in this parking lot. Kind of busy. I know my stores are getting much busier. Do believe the amount of clearance is getting less and less because there's more people shopping right now, which in all reality, it makes my shopping trips, my touching base to make sure there's nothing good and running on out much quicker. I'm able to devote that extra time to getting things hopefully listed or at least shipped and packed. I do believe there's going to be enough time today to get some things listed, which I haven't done in a while. It's been like 4 days. I missed a spot. I'll go back to the other one. So, at any rate, hopefully I can grow the business back some, because the numbers of current on-hand dollars, on-hand units are dwindling to some small extent, and I would like to bulk that out, being that I have a lot of inventory left uncatalogued. So there are sales to be had. Shoppers are out in force. Did see Target's, I think it was Q3 numbers, it had to have been Q3 numbers, missed the mark. Their stock dropped like 15%. It was back up to a 12-point drop when I saw them today. When I grabbed a hold of some of it, and then taking a 12% drop. Although I know they'll rebound. It's just momentary ebbs and flows of their stock price, depending on current events. The stock market lost 40% when a previous president had a pimple on his butt. So those stock market prices fluctuate quite a bit. Was able to pick some up on a 12-point dip. So super stoked about that. Don't know how y'all feel about stocks. Let me know. I'm at the store, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. May share more stock buys with y'all if y'all are interested. I know I generally beat the S&P, the NASDAQ, all the big boys. I generally beat their gains. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, let me know. And that may split off into a separate channel. But for the time being, thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. And y'all comment, good, bad, or indifferent, things y'all want to hear, things y'all don't want to hear. Y'all let me see the sounding board of YouTube work so I can consider those things when I provide you with content. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.